Couple left, Tom. Deebo Samuel, shoulder injury, day-to-day injury. What do you have on Deebo Samuel?
Not looking serious at all. This was in the same report as when we got the news on McCaffrey's injury not being serious. They are not concerned, and he may play Monday. Thinking about it being a shoulder injury doesn't affect his ability to run, cut, get open, run after the catch. None of that. He's not going to play if he doesn't have the range of motion to catch a ball above his head. So while we don't really see much dip in fantasy production at all, we do see an 18% dip in snap rate for receivers after this type of injury, probably just to protect them. So if there's any hit on his fantasy production, it's more likely to come from just not being on the field as much. But even a Deebo Samuel playing 18% less snaps is still a very valuable Deebo Samuel.
Yeah, and even though he hasn't been a stud, I think he's too talented to bench. He has the potential for big games. This year, Deebo, in the games he's played fully, half point PPR, 8.8, 19.1, 22.1, and 10. It's a risk, but he's just too explosive. He's too involved in this offense, even in the running game. Do we have a Monday night game? Or no, excuse me, the Monday night game this past week.
No, it's this week, Dave, Monday night.
Oh, they do? Okay. I'm getting my stuff mixed up. I apologize, listeners. Thank you for bearing with me here. But I think off that loss, they're going to be dialed in, man. Shanahan and Ayuk continues to be a savage. He's just a must start all year long. But yeah, I think Deebo's a guy you can stick in there. All right. How about Diontae Johnson? So he might come back this week, Tom. What do we think about him? Hamstring injury. Might we see him this week?
Yeah, he's been on the IR for a while. He was just activated off of it. He's had an entire month and a half to rehab this hamstring injury. So he should be damn close to 100% if he's not completely 100%. So while receivers typically see a dip of about 13% fantasy points, I don't think that's going to be the case with Diontae because he should truly be close to 100%. But also he runs these short intermediate routes, so he's not stressing that hamstring like someone like his teammate George Pickens, who's always 50 yards down the field, would have probably more of an issue than someone like Diontae. So I have no problem rolling him out there this week.
Fair enough. Steelers, another team that's shockingly 3-2. They're coming off a bye, playing the banged up Rams this week. Pickens has been okay. He showed out last game, 6 catches for $130 and a huge late touchdown. I think I would trust Diontae, especially with all these buys. You could see probably some consistent usage out of him. He's a guy that I would probably put in my starting lineup this week.